Welcome to the Healthy Lifestyle Show podcast. Our podcast is all about eating healthy, being active, and living a healthy lifestyle. This podcast is brought to you by activeandnaturalstore.com. Let's jump into this week's podcast topic and welcome our guest. Well, welcome back, Jay. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, thank you, and it's good to be back. So, first of all, hello to everybody. We started our series on mushrooms.
Yes.
And we have already talked about one mushroom.
Yes.
And that's reishi mushroom.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we talk about the next mushroom today?
Okay.
And today I'm planning to talk about chaga mushroom.
Excellent.
Have you heard about chaga mushroom?
I have not.
Okay. So now our theme is based on everybody's demand that we should share more interesting things, talk about, all that folk lore or different names, different cultures. And at the end, everybody wants to know the health benefits.
Yeah.
But besides that, all of that other juicy stuff.
Yeah.
So let me talk about the juicy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So first of all, the scientific label.
Okay.
The botanical name is Inonotus obliquus.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you at the end. I know it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing, many people don't know, the word chaga comes from the Russian language somewhere. I don't know. I don't know Russian, so. Okay.
Yeah, I only know a couple words.
Yeah, that's all I know. Now, it's also known by, of course, different names like any other mushroom. So different culture, different countries, different names. That's very popular. So here are some other popular names. It's clinker polypore mushroom, cinder conch mushroom, birch conch polypore mushroom. But the one which I like, it's also known as the black gold.
Yeah.
Literally, it was sold as black gold because of the health benefits.
Okay.
Now that says a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the older time, when all those research were still in the infancy stage and,
Yeah.
Now in terms of where it grows, so habitat and all that, first of all, it grows mainly on birch trees.
Okay. Makes sense with the names.
Absolutely. And so it's normally more common in the colder climate.
Okay.
So Alaska, Canada, northern United States, of course, Russia, and, all those areas where there's more cold.
Yeah.
And that talks about the Siberia.
Yep.
So all of those places, it's extremely common and wild.
Okay.
Yeah. Now for the purpose of vitamins and all that, just so you know, because you have to control the environment.
Yeah.
So it's more commercial farming nowadays.
Yeah.
And they create the colder environment in their greenhouse, to make sure, it's done properly. Now, the main reason why it became so popular lately, but it has been used for many, many years, and as a folk remedy.
Okay.
In the Russian culture, and that's where the black gold and, all that comes from. And also in the North European culture for centuries.
Yeah.
So it's not something new, like they have used it for very, very old time. And it was used more as basically kind of a cancer therapy.
Okay.
Even though, as you know, and I always remind all our listeners that we are not making any claim here. We're just sharing the story. We're just sharing the information.
Yeah.
We're not saying that you go ahead and do something like that.
Yeah.
But I believe personally, I think more research needs to be done for its anti-cancer benefits, even though I'll share some research which has been done.
Yeah.
But of course, more and more research needs to be done.
Absolutely.
So talking about the research, there's one where I found it very interesting.
Okay.
This was done in 2010 on mice.
Okay.
And what basically scientists found that chaga mushroom, there is a compound over there which is basically called triterpenes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because of that, it slows down the growth of tumors
Yeah.
in lung, breast, or cervical cancer. And they did this in the scientific experiments, the Petri dish.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they found it out.
Okay.
I found it interesting. And, so more and more research, I think, all over the world because of all of these there are many other studies. There was another one which was done in 2009, and they found basically the same, that triterpenes, the compound in chaga, which is kind of the main compound responsible for destroying the tumor cells or the bad cells.
Yeah. Excellent.
Without impacting anything on the healthy cells, which is very, very important.
It is important.
When people go for this kind of therapy, like, the radiation and all that.
Yeah. Often kills the good cells as well.
Absolutely. And that was kind of an eye-opener for scientists.
Yeah.
And so I find that very, very interesting. And I think because of that, more and more people have started using as a proactive health vitamin.
Yeah.
So if somebody is prone, or, hey, if somebody has gone through the radiation therapy and all that, so all those people slowly started using it.
Yeah.
And, hey, it's gaining the momentum, I see.
Yeah.
I find more and more people talking about online nowadays.
Yeah.
But, hey, we have a policy not to talk about these kind of things. We can only report, not make any kind of verified claim. Go check it out online. Hey, do your research.
Yeah.
But what I can confidently say, it's a superfood.
Okay.
Which means it does have the anti-aging benefits. Now, the principle for the anti-aging benefits always remains the same.
Okay.
Which is basically, this chaga mushroom does have the potential to help prevent body cell damage. So our body cell starts getting damaged over the time as we age because of the oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is because of multiple reasons. Our day-to-day life stress, our food habits, our lifestyle habits, sometimes lack of exercises, all of that, pollution, chemicals, everything. So it's a cumulative impact. And that's the reason why, this is extremely helpful, because sometimes oxidative stress may result into some kind of bigger health issue like tumor or anything like that. And that's why when people started taking chaga mushroom, they realized that, hey, they're feeling, number one, better. Maybe mentally, maybe, for whatever reasons, they're finding that overall it's helping them. And I think that means a big thing for everybody. Another, I think I found this very helpful for those people who have the cholesterol. So because chaga mushroom, and this is again traditional. So I don't know if any research is being done or has been done. I have to do some research on that before I confirm that. But people take this to lower the LDL cholesterol.
Okay.
Help support their cardio health, so heart related, like just to keep heart healthy. Lungs healthy, blood pressure healthy, blood sugar, manage your blood sugar better, besides all those other cancer related things which I already talked about. What I can confidently say, besides this being a superfood,
Yeah.
and also helping you as for anti-aging things, this is also a proven
Yep.
antioxidant.
Oh, excellent.
So that's important.
Yeah.
And hey, there's no debate on that now. Everybody is settled down on that.
Yeah.
So I think more and more research certainly needs to be done. And I think what happens with any of these kind of scientific studies, specifically with these herbs and plants,
Yeah.
not much pharma money comes for the research.
No.
So because of that, not many research scientists get the grant. And when you don't get the grant, you don't jump on those kind of research.
It's hard to pay your bills if you don't get paid to do what you're doing.
Absolutely. So because of that, there are some, research studies here and there
Yep.
being done, but there's nothing, kind of where we can say, hey, there are 10 studies on humans, there are 5 studies on this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it might be happening, but
Yeah.
I hope it's happening.
Hopefully. Human trials are really hard to get to, though.
Absolutely. It's very, very hard.
Yeah.
When you don't have money, forget about it.
Yeah.
So for those people who love taking mushroom, hey,
Mm-hmm.
you have nothing to lose.
Nope.
Take it as a proactive measure. Take it as a vitamin, a mushroom vitamin.
Yeah.
You eat mushroom the same way you eat mushroom vitamin or take mushroom vitamin.
Yep.
Talking about that,
Yes.
mushroom lovers love chaga tea.
Okay. I don't think
And
I've had that before.
oh yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I give you the information on the chaga tea and we'll put it on our podcast website
Excellent. That sounds great.
so that people can benefit from that.
Yeah.
Now, some companies have also launched chaga coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's okay if you love coffee, why not try that?
Yeah.
But hey, whatever way you want to take it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if people are taking it as a kind of a soup. There are some people who are taking it as a soup, but
Yeah.
there's not a bigger population.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it would be hard. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you would find chaga mushrooms specifically.
Yeah, it's not easy. So it's much better to take it in the vitamin form or in the powder form.
Yeah. And we do just happen to have a bottle here from our sponsors today, actually, for the chaga mushrooms from Active and Naturals.
Sounds good. So, what I always remind people, whenever you buy any chaga mushroom powder or vitamin, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Make sure it doesn't have any kind of chemicals.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any kind of fillers.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have any kind of artificial ingredients. Because when you buy it as kind of tea or coffee,
Yeah.
sometimes people start adding all kind of sugar and, all artificial flavors. All, God knows what all, you start putting it
Yeah.
in order to make it tasty.
Absolutely. I know from experience with tea, you'd be surprised how much is in your tea that you don't think there is.
Right.
It's something you really have to read the ingredients on.
And I'm one of the biggest promoters of putting no chemicals.
Yeah.
They have to take some chemicals because some of those drugs, when you get sick, you have to take it.
Yeah.
But minimize that. Keep it to a bare minimum.
Yeah.
Because talking about these chemicals and all that, there was a rage that everybody started taking water in the plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Now, more and more studies are coming out and people are saying, you know what, we are taking along, when we take the water, there's microplastic which goes inside our body.
Yeah.
Our oceans are being full of microplastic now. So even our salt, there is some microplastic.
Yeah.
And all that is chemical which is going inside the body.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I always say, hey, this is funny. I'm a chemical engineer by profession.
Yeah.
But even then, I always say, avoid chemicals.
Yeah. Well, there's a place for chemicals, and it's not really in our bodies.
Absolutely. So with that, I think I found it very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And I thought, let me talk about chaga mushroom today. And in the next episode, maybe I'll talk about another mushroom.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, and we'll see you again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next time. If you want to start your healthy lifestyle journey, don't forget to get your free ebook at healthylifestyleformula.com to start your healthy lifestyle journey in easy-to-follow steps. This podcast was brought to you by activeandnaturalstore.com.